Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Stephanie from Chubby Girl in the World, and today we're talking about Halloween costumes. So my last video, which I'm sorry was like 2 weeks ago, I've just been not feeling well, pulling double duty at work, and it has been a crazy, hectic couple of weeks for me. I hope that your week has been full of awesome stuff and not crazy. So I wanted to get into it today with the top 10 Halloween costumes that will not cost you a ton of money, and I'm super excited. These are costumes mostly for women, because I think most of you guys are women, but if I'm wrong and there's tons of dudes out there watching, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do another video for more masculine costumes. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Velma from Scooby-Doo. Velma is one of my all-time favorite characters. She's like smart and sassy, and she's kind of always like throwing like low-key shade at the dumb people around her in Scooby-Doo, which I think is awesome. And this costume could not be easier. All you have to do is find an oversized orange sweater and like a blood red orange skirt and some cute little socks, and then you're done. And you know, like do your hair. You can do like a fake bob with bobby pins and stuff like that. Number 9, Ursula. Ursula is one of the coolest characters in the Disney universe. She's a sea witch, like hello, come on. And she like is one of the most powerful villains in the entire Disney like compendium. So I think that she's also a really colorful character, like figuratively and like literally. If you can get your hands on like the Wet n Wild Fantasy Maker crayons, you can mix like a blue and a white to make that kind of purplish, kind of toned down purplish color. And there's so many like tutorials on YouTube about how to do like Halloween makeup and how to do that stuff. I will try to find an Ursula YouTube tutorial and link it down below. I think that it's a really great like low-cost costume because the Fantasy Maker crayons from Wet n Wild are like, I don't know, $5 for the set, and like the paint pots are like $5, so you can't really go wrong. Number 8, Miss Frizzle. I loved the Magic School Bus when I was a kid. I absolutely loved it. And the cool thing is, if you already have like, say, a galaxy print dress or galaxy print like jumper or anything like that, you could use that and just go out and buy like a cheap you know, I Love Lucy red hair wig or whatever. Or you can just go and get that stuff that you spray in your hair to make it red, and there you go, you're done. Just curl it up, put it in a bun. It's super cool. Number 7, any American Horror Story villain. Oh my god. So if you have not watched American Horror Story, so I forced myself to watch season 1 and 2. So like the very first season with like the Rubber Man, and then the second season with Asylum. I'm right now watching Freak Show. I know, I'm super behind. The thing is, I get super scared and I can only watch them in the daytime. Like if I watch them at night, like I have crazy nightmares. Like I can't handle it. Like, how do you feel about horror? Like, I love Halloween, but I'm not a horror fan. How crazy is that? Like, I love dressing up, I love makeup, I love all those things, but I am not a horror fan. Like, I can't handle it at all. If you're like me and you're a scaredy cat, let me know that I'm not alone. So, but any of the American Horror Story villains, like, this picture is of the crazy clown from Freak Show, and, like, super scary. Like, if you want a scary costume, you couldn't do better. And all you would need is like the mask and the dress and the like fake cleaver. Please don't go around your neighborhood with a real meat cleaver. Like don't do that. That'll be bad. Just use a fake plastic one, please. Also, if you're gonna go to school, no weapons at school. Trust me, that costume would be scary enough. And please follow all rules at your school and your workplace about costumes, because you know, there are some safety issues when it comes to masks and like accessories of your costume and stuff like that. So just kind of be aware of that, and if you don't know, ask someone. Number 6, Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. This is so awesome, and all you need is like a green pot paint from Wet n Wild, and like I said, some hairspray, some red hairspray, and just make a braid, grab some black jeans, and you are good to go. Like, this is such a cool idea and cool costume. I'm kind of sad I didn't think of it before. Number 5, Lydia Dietz as the Red Bride. I love Beetlejuice. I think it's one of the best movies of all time. Like, I love that movie. I think Michael Keaton is absolutely hilarious in it, and I think Winona Ryder couldn't be like sweeter, and just it's just such a good movie, and how it's a great movie about how being different isn't necessarily a bad thing. And that's what I loved about that movie, because I was the weird kid who was into like Goosebumps books and other stuff. Like, I wasn't really into like Barbies or any of that stuff, and that movie kind of made it okay for me to be, I definitely wasn't goth, but I definitely wasn't, you know, normal either. So Lydia Dietz as the Red Bride. I didn't include Lydia Dietz in like the black and like the goth look, because I'm going to do a tutorial on that next Sunday. I'm actually going to do a makeup tutorial, and I haven't gotten my Wet n Wild white pot yet. So we're gonna do that next weekend, and you'll have to tune in to see that. Number 4, Edna freaking Mode. Edna Mode is so, she's one of the best characters in the entire Pixar. Okay, I'm gonna say that a lot, but Edna Mode is one of the best characters in the Pixar universe, because she is a total boss babe. Like, I don't know if you haven't seen Incredibles 2, there's gonna be some spoilers. Just warning, spoiler alerts for Incredibles 2. Okay. Are all the people, like, cover your ears if you haven't seen Incredibles 2s, because I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all. So, for all the rest of you, do you remember Incredibles 2 where she's talking to the dad and she's saying how, like, kids weren't really for her, it's not really her thing, but it's not that she doesn't like kids, and I just think Incredibles 2, I think, was one of, like, the most progressive movies I've ever seen. Edna Mode's just, like, the penultimate, like, I'm in control of my own destiny, I'm in control of my life, like, these are the choices I've made, and this is who I am, and I'm not apologizing for them. And she's amazing. And in order to get the costume, you just need the black bob, the little, like, you know, obviously don't use a real cigarette, don't smoke, use bubble cigarette, or use a bubblegum cigarette on the end of, like, a cigarette holder, and the big glasses, and, you know, and like a black, you know, A-line dress, and then you're good. So I just think that it is it's just so progressive to see a female character portrayed as someone who's like the best in her field. She's decided to make her career her family, and how that's okay, and like nobody really blinks an eye about it in the movie. Like, no one says to her, like, oh, you'll regret it, or oh, you'll do this, or oh, that. But then again, she doesn't, like, judge the father for, like, having multiple children. Like, she actually just kind of helps in the way that she can. And I think that everyone can learn a lesson from that, especially, like, I don't know, I'm not a parent, but I always hear other friends of mine who are parents, like, they get mom shamed all the time, and, like, I would absolutely hate that. I would hate it if somebody did that to me. So, yeah, I just think it's a freaking fantastic movie, and I think that Edna Mode just rocks. So, here's an example, and it's probably been on the screen this whole time. I don't know why I'm telling you that. They'll be covering up my ugly couch. Number 3. This is a couple's costume or a friend's costume, Wayne and Garth. Like, I saw this on Pinterest and I was like, oh my god, that's such an easy costume. Like, all you have to do, throw on some plaid and then throw on like a Wayne's World t-shirt. You can get them probably anywhere online, or like Spencer's or somewhere like that, or like the Wayne's World hat, or, you know, just a blonde wig, and you can make it into a mullet or whatever. And you and your friend, or you and your partner, can just be Wayne's World, and you can party time like everywhere, and it'll be super cute. So, number 2, Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix? I don't know how to say her name. I love Harry Potter, but I can't say any of their names. Bellatrix? Okay, you know who I'm talking about. The crazy character played by Helena Bonham Carter. Helena Bonham Carter. Apparently I can't say anybody's name. So, this is the best example I could find, and it looks amazing, but she's just, you know, she's wearing a black dress with, looks like some belts, and she does have like the temporary, I don't know if it's a temporary tattoo, but I imagine you could get this as a temporary tattoo or a similar one. And so you would need, if you already have a black dress and some belts, all you'd have to do would be to curl your hair. If you have dark hair, if you have lighter hair, you could do a, like a spray for the darker hair, and you would just need to find a wand. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a Harry Potter one, because I know that those are super expensive, but you could just carry around a wand and do that, and it would be really cool to see a makeup tutorial for that. So I will try to find a makeup tutorial for Bellatrix Lestrange along with other ones and put them in the description box below. Okay guys, the #1 costume that I think is so timely and so awesome, and I'm super mad that I didn't think of it before right now. I literally, while I was getting ready to film this video, was like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? If you are a Whovian, like me, if you love Doctor Who, you know that this season's Doctor Who is a woman. How awesome! We finally got a female Doctor Who, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about the woman who's playing her. Oh my god, I can't... Okay, I know who she is. She's like super famous, and I can't for the life of me remember her name. I'm really bad at remembering names. Like, even if you're super famous, I'm sorry, I'll remember your face for forever. Like, it'll be planted in here. But your name, it won't. Ursula stole my name voice. That's what it was. So all you need for that, so if you look at this example here, this is the actual like this is an actual picture like from the show. She's just got like those boots and the kind of ankle pant, or the capri pants with the stripes, and this striped suspenders, and she's just got this really cool like utilitarian femme / androgynous look that just is super awesome and cool. And it sort of reminds me of like if you mixed Hannah Hart with Indiana Jones. Like, this is like that. And I think that those are two of the most amazing things ever, because I love Hannah Hart and Indiana Jones and Doctor Who. So like Doctor Who, Indiana Jones, Hannah Hart, all together, but British. And that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. These have been the 10 costumes that I think are awesome that you could pull off without spending a ton of money. And if you have any suggestions for people, you know, costumes I didn't think of, then go ahead and put them down below. Again, these are just my opinions. If you have another costume that you think is awesome, like, I'd love to know about it. I would love to be able to see your costume and like what your ideas are. If you're good at like special effects makeup, like, let me know. And don't forget that I posted on Instagram like 2 or 3 weeks ago that if you tag me in your Halloween Instagram photos at ChubbyGirlInTheWorld _official, then you know you will get entered to win a $20 gift card from Lush. So if that's something that you are interested in, make sure that you tag me in your Halloween photos so that you can get entered. You do have to be a subscriber here on YouTube, and you have to be following me on Instagram. So I'll reach out privately to the winner, but please, please, please tag me in your Halloween photos, because I just want to see you. I want to see your lovely faces, or your spooky faces, whichever ones you have. So thanks so much guys for tuning in, and I will see you soon. Bye lovelies.